Okay. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. She paced it so well as well, didn't she? Sitting back.
Good morning, everyone. So nice to have you all join me on a lovely little Sunday stretch. I just wanted to say that if at any point, yeah, you can't hear me or anything, let me know, but I'm sure all is good. If as well, throughout the practice, anything doesn't feel right, always remember to make it feel good to you. So I'm just going to invite you to, we're going to start on our backs today. We're going to start in Shavasana. That's my preferred spot or child's pose. Sometimes in this class we start in child's pose a little bit more than our Tuesday evening class. I think an evening class is just a little bit different, isn't it? But let's start on our backs. We're gonna kind of warm up the body, take drinks when you need it, and especially being in your own home, I think it's so nice to remind you to kind of get your creature comforts around you. If you wanted to take a quick second to light a candle or put your little Scentsy on that you haven't put on for ages. It sat in the corner. So you need to open a window where it's a little bit hot, or you want to grab any extra like blankets. Or if during Shavasana at the end as well, if you fancy just laying down, you can get yourself back in bed, lay on a cozy sofa, or you can just stay on the floor on your mat and connect. So whatever feels best to you. Amazing. Like I said, just starting on your back, and thanks so much for logging in this morning. And anybody who will be watching this on catch up, hello and lots of love. I don't want to kind of ruin our Shavasana vibe with little admin things. So just before we get started, a reminder, next week's class online will be pre-recorded. I promise I'll send you that link, but I've also opened up sat and did it this morning. You can access every single class on YouTube that I've uploaded. So you can use that for the next week or so. I think anyone who does kind of come to this class often, you can normally access it. I normally have that open for you, but you can do any class throughout the next few weeks as a thank you for your flexibility while I go off grid for a little bit with the family. So appreciate that. Amazing. All right, let's get into it. Let's lay back and chill. Yourself down, laying down, chilling out. And again, just finding that position, noticing your back body. If you've got your own yoga mat or you're just practicing on the floor, just feel that connection. Feel the back body supported. Beautiful. And all I want you to do is take a moment just to rock the head left to right. Beautiful. Just starting here with that little bit of movement, eyes closed. Doesn't have to be any big or anything fancy. Just that little rock side to side. Amazing. Deep breath in and slowly deep breath out. We're just trying to get any of that kind of energy that we might be holding and tightness, especially in the neck moving. Let's begin our Sunday morning practice. Deep breath in and slowly deep breath out. Good. And just bring the head back to stillness, noticing if the neck is straining at all. Just find a little bit of comfort. The back of the head soft, the hands soft beside you. And then before we begin our practice, just check in. I want you to soften in that forehead, soften in the jaw, and join me in two slow, deep breaths in through the nose, maybe a little smile. And slowly exhaling out. And breathing in again, dropping in to that beautiful space as we exhale. breath out. And as we soften into stillness, we let go of the day, reminding yourself this hour is for you just to let go of all your jobs, all your things to do today. Please just welcome in the opportunity to just stop and rest and get lost in the movement, lost in the breath. This is an hour for you. And if there was any intention today, a wish, anything that you've been working towards, any a word that comes to mind, if you'd like to set an intention for the practice, this is a lovely bit of time to do so. It could just be to work through something physical. I've got a little ache in my back. It might be that you might feel a little bit low or tired. Maybe you just feel like you want to move through something that feels stuck in the body, some sort of emotion or worry that you can't quite pin. Or maybe it's a little bit bigger. Whatever it is, let's deep breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just honoring if there was anything, this is a great hour just to move and breathe through it. When you're ready, we're going to reach the palms up towards the ceiling. We're going to bring the palms into a fist and roll those wrists. Great job. We're going to keep that wrist rolling. We're going to roll the hands, the wrists, and bring the hands up over the head. Arms extend. Good. Keep rolling and bring the hands back above the body. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, roll those wrists down alongside the body. Awesome. And inhale, coming all the way back up to the middle, reaching towards your ceiling. Inhale, hands coming up over the head. Deep breath. Feel the ribs, maybe reach, maybe arch that back this time, really getting that beautiful morning stretch in the spine. Feels extra good. And exhale, reaching the hands up over the body. Inhale. And as we exhale, rolling and bringing the hands down alongside the body. You've got it. Breath in. We're going to reach the hands back up. This time pushing the palms up above the body. Imagine you're holding like a big box over you. You want the fingers nice and wide, working the palms up as much as you can, getting that little wrist stretch. Good. And we're going to bring the four fingers together. This time we're going to bring the hands back into a fist, but we're just going to draw the fist down. So drawing them down towards that forearm. So we lift them up. Inhale. And exhale, drawing it down. Drop the shoulders down. Nice work, everyone. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, drawing the fist down. Beautiful. And then a little shake out. Great work in those hands. Great start. Maybe keeping the hands and the palms open. Roll the wrist one more time, one way, then the other, just to get that little release and strengthening. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. And 1. Bring those hands down and relax them. Great work. We're going to tuck under in the pelvis, lift up into that right leg, roll the ankle. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to start in those joints. My favorite place to start. Such a healthy movement. Roll the other direction. Again, even if you just added these little rolls in to your day, you can do them seated. So healthy to keep that fluid. Roll the other direction again. Move in. We say if you don't move it, we lose it. So we just keep her flowing. Inhale. Relaxing, maybe extend the leg up a little bit, getting a little hello and insight into what's going on in that hamstring, and bring the foot down. Nice work. Deep breath in. Other side, just lifting that knee up. Roll the ankle. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Fabulous. Rolling the other direction. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. And roll the other direction. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Beautiful. And then a little extension, just a tiny one. Little good morning to that little hamstring. And slowly bend in the knee and bring the foot down. Good. This time we're going to draw the right knee in, flex the foot, little extension. And bring the knee in. Take it slow. Bring the foot down. Switching sides. Inhale, knee in. And exhale, extend it up. Beautiful. Knee in and drop it down. Fab. Other side. Inhale and extend. See how it's feeling. Are we loosening it up? We still really tight. And just invite you to keep switching sides. Good. There's no kind of rule on your pace. As slow or as quick feels good to you. For 5, Deep breath. Maybe slowly exhaling out, tapping into that lovely slow exhalation, calming the nervous system. You've got it. 3. Deep breath in and out. 2. Awesome. Next time you've extended that right leg, I'm going to invite you just to hold it there. Good. You can either keep the leg as it is, or you can use the hands and guide that leg a little closer towards the chest. But what I often do is I squeeze in my glutes. It's like my body's fighting it. So relax the back body down and use the hand just to guide that leg in. Good. Now you can keep the knee slightly bent if you feel it. You can work to extend it a little more. Or if you feel a little bit more open in the hamstrings, you can grab the lower leg. Now that's going to be just different for each of us. Make sure all you're looking for is a little edge in the stretch, especially at the beginning. We're just trying to say hello, a little love letter to these little tight areas. Deep breath in and deep breath out. That's your little bit of kind of support and release as we breathe and sit with it. Good job. Bending in the knee and bring the foot down. Other side, inhale, lifting up, a little extension. Again, if the hammies are super tight, you can feel it here. Just stick with this. Option is to bring the hand below the leg, maybe guide it in a little bit. Just a little micro bend in that knee, finding that little edge. Or again, if you're a little bit more open, you're welcome to draw the hands up to the lower part of the leg. Beautiful. Wherever feels good, just feel that little release, the tightness. You can, sometimes I feel it shaking in the morning. Deep breath in. And slowly deep breath out. Fabulous. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Great work in that little hammy. Bring the foot down. Palms coming down alongside the body. Tuck it under in that pelvis. We're going to take the right leg. We're going to kick it up. We're going to make a lovely extension with the leg. I'm just going to wiggle so you can still see my leg. Bringing that heel, hovering it over the mat. Good. Just find like a little cycling motion with the right leg. Good. See how that feels. Keep the lower back connected, especially as you extend that leg. Nice job, everyone. For 4, good. 3, just loosening up that lower body to start our session today. 2, and last one, knee drawing and bring the foot down. Good. Other side, lifting up. Beautiful. Kick it up and extend. Fabulous. Again, this is just this lovely movement where we kind of start. It's that work in the hamstring, feeling that release. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. 4. Beautiful work. 3. Great job. 2. And your last one. Just feel that lovely little flow. Leg draws down and we bring the knee in and down. Great work. Good. Just take a tiny little wiggle with the knees left to right in case we had a little bit of kind of exertion in the lower back as we tucked under and worked a little bit here, lower back and the core, coming all the way back to center. I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. I feel it climbing up my nose. How funny. All right, the next bit. So the first option is this. We'll all do the first option together, and then the second option is a little bit more dynamic. So you choose what feels right for your body. Skin under and the pelvis, core is activated, lower back's pushing into the mat, palms pushing down into the floor, chin to the center. What we do is we just lift and cycle and foot down, and lift and cycle and foot down. Good. That's option 1. So if that feels good today, lift and cycle the leg down and lift and cycle the leg down. Good. If you'd like a little bit more that bicycle kind of style, a little bit more in the core, we reach the hands up, bend the elbows and bring the fingertips behind the head. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to just lift. What we do is we cycle the leg up, and what we do is we're going to reach that leg up. We're going to lift the leg up and we're going to twist. So right elbow goes to the left knee and we cycle and we crunch up. And we cycle opposite elbow to knee and we crunch up. If you want, you can hover that leg over the floor or you can bring the foot down onto the mat as well. That is our lovely little option. So inhale And exhale, coming back to center. I'll just bring the feet down. Good. So now that we've had a little feel of what our two options are, I'm going to give you a good strong count. I'm going to work through 8 counts here. If it feels too much, stop. You can bring the foot down. You can come back to that cycle, or you can continue just pushing to warm up that body and fire up that little bit of our core. So when you're ready, choose your option. Hands behind the head or keeping the palms down. Good. Inhale, we're going to lift. We're going to lift up that right leg. We're going to cycle it up. Good. As it hovers over the ground, left knee lifts up, and we go right elbow to left knee and cycle. Good. Find your flow and lift. Breathe. 8. Nice one, everybody. 7. You've got it. Don't forget those lovely slow deep breaths. 6. When something feels kind of strong, I focus on the breath. 5. In and out. 4. Beautiful, everybody. Good work. 3. Keep it flowing. Keep lifting. 2. You got this. And last 1. 1. Kicking both legs in and out, and slowly relax the head down and the knees in towards the chest. Nice work, everyone. Good. Just hanging out here. I invite you to rock left to right. You're welcome to include the neck or not. Just finding that little release in the lower back. You can also start to say a little good morning to those hips. We've not done too much there yet today. Inhale. Inhale and breathe into the chest and exhale. Should feel quite good. Nice work there, everybody, in our little cycling legs. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come up to an upright position. So you can bring the feet down and roll over towards the right-hand side, or you can have a little plain rock and roll with me. It's up to you. So the knees and the ankles cross, grab the toes. This is a little massage of the back. Even if you just rock forward and back a little bit, take the rock, feel the spine, and then when you're ready, rock all the way up to seated. And if that's just not there today, sometimes the body will not do it. You're more than welcome to roll to your fetal position and come on up. Nice work, sitting up nice and tall for me. Beautiful. Good. Maybe as you get here, just moving the neck left to right. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhale out. Back for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Coming back to center. We're going to lean forward with the chest. Roll the body to one side. Just feeling out those little kinks. Maybe those little areas you might have worked this week. In whatever way, just feel that little circle. It feels so good. Kind of hello to the hips, the back body. 3, 2, good, and 1. Leaning forward, roll the other direction. So we're using our circles today as a stretch rather than our Kundalini kind of meditation style. It's so great just to kind of feel out the hips. You can feel the sit bones as they kind of touch the ground, working into the upper body. 3, 2, inhale and exhale. And 1. Beautiful. Next time the chest is forward, breath in, lifting up. Nice and tall, drop the shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. Fabulous. You've got a little drink on you, grab it, and then meet me in our tabletop position. We've got a little bit of work we're going to play with here. I've got water today. It feels really muggy still, doesn't it? I keep reading, or even early in the morning feels a little bit cooler, but it is still that beautiful heat that August has given us in the air. Okay, so coming onto tabletop when you're ready, especially if you're at home, remembering that if the floor that you're working on is a bit harder, you always can roll up the mat from the back. You can roll the mat from the sides. We'll be working in a little sequence here. If you're working on a carpet like me, sometimes it doesn't feel like I need to do that. It feels like a little bit softer than a harder floor. So feel what feels good to you. Good. We're going to come into a tabletop position. We're going to sink back into child's pose, but keep the chest a little bit more lifted. Hands extending and feel a little bit more kind of work in that upper body. Rotate the biceps. So the biceps naturally want to curl in. We want to rotate them out and away and then Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Good. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Checking in how you feel in those hips, softening in the face. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up to that lovely tabletop. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward and draw the pelvis forward. So what that looks like is it can be a little bit here. If you're here, I want you to draw in from the center of the body. Feel that lovely long alignment. Maybe option here to drop the pelvis down and draw the chest through, only if that feels comfortable for you. We draw in from your core slowly, coming down. Good. We're going to rock forward and back just like that. Inhale and forward. Draw the chest through, chin in. And slowly inhale, rock back. Good. And forward and back at your own pace, feeling what feels good to you, your back body. Amazing. Keep it really flowy. Good work today, everybody. Just feel that body. This is such a good whole body stretch. Today we're trying to work and release those areas. We've kind of worked in the lower part of the body. We started in the core. Now we're working a little further into that spine and into the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Good. When you're ready, pushing the body back up to your tabletop position. The hands are still a little bit more forward. Walk the hands back in line with those shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to reach up with the right hand. We want to open that body nice and wide. Draw the shoulders down. We don't want the shoulders collapsing. So shoulders draw down and away. You get length between the ear and that shoulder. And we open the body up. Deep breath in. We're going to thread the needle. So we're going to take that hand reaching through between that elbow and the knee and twist. Keep the arm lifted. See what that feels like as you twist a little into the hips, the shoulder. Inhale, lifting up. Beautiful. Holding here. Again, if you ever feel any pain in that hand, come up onto a fist. Always an option for you. Deep breath in. Little smile if you like. And deep breath out, reaching through. Good. Feel that lovely little twist. Inhale, lifting up. Draw the shoulders down. Open that body, side body. Deep breath, little smile if you like. And as we exhale, good, we're going to bring this time. You've got the option to bring the elbow down. And you can reach forward with the left hand. Or if the shoulder can take that pressure, you can reach all the way through. Bring the shoulder down and bring your cheek down onto the mat. So the whole of the back of the arm is on the floor, on the mat. From here, we draw that shoulder down, back of the hand is down, and the left hand or the left fingertips can walk forward. And just extend that arm and rotate. Draw both shoulders down away from the ears. Nice when everybody's seeing how that feels for you as you work the shoulders down and away. Deep breath in and deep breath out. It's called threading the needle, but we're really working into that shoulder girdle, finding that release. Inhale and slowly exhale. Good. If you've taken that left hand and extended it, just walk the hand back in towards the face. Push back into that palm as your foundation and inhale, reach up. Little twist again. Nice job bringing the palm down. Other side, inhale, lifting. Love a little twist. Draw the shoulder down. Feel that beautiful twist and opening. Exhale, reaching through. Again, if your shoulders are quite tight, just bend the elbow and reach forward. This is a great place to be. You can see from this angle of the camera, we're coming all the way down. The cheek is on the mat. The back of the arm is on the floor. And then from here, I want to draw that shoulder down, left shoulder away from the ear. And then again, you've got the option to walk the fingertips of the right hand up and draw that shoulder down. So we're rotating the biceps out and down away, working the tailbone up towards the sky. Nice job, everyone. Inhale and exhale. Sometimes that breath helps elongate, deepen into that stretch, just opening up a little more into that back body. 3, 2, and 1. Walking the hand back in towards the face. Inhale, lifting up, reaching up nice and wide, and bringing the hand down. Good. Inhale. We're going to slowly sink down into a nice child's pose. Awesome. If your hips are quite tight, just keep the fists nice and stacked. Keep the tailbone lifted. Go back as far as feels comfortable, or sink down. I'm going to take a couple deep breaths in and out. Just feel the ribs fill up and exhale. Make focusing in this position as you breathe. Can you notice maybe the back body expanding? Inhale. Maybe it's just the ribs. Exhale. Just where do you feel it in your body? All is good no matter where and how you interpret the breath and the movement. I'm going to add in a little bit of fun, a little bit of a balance. Inhale, lifting up, coming all the way back up to tabletop. So I want to remind you, especially if you're at home, don't worry if you kind of roll over, no one's there. It's just a little bit of fun. So I'm going to talk you through the balance on in the shoulder kind of sequence working on. So it looks like here, you kind of work with me. You're going to reach up with the right hand, nice little twist. And as we exhale, coming down. Good. Again, elbow down or reach all the way through, bring the cheek down. Okay? So right hands down, draw the shoulder down and away. And then what I want you to do is see what it feels like to take the left hand forward again. You're welcome to stay here and draw the shoulders down. If you fancy a little bit of playfulness, what I want you to do is just see. You can wiggle the knees, make sure that you feel nice and balanced. Maybe wiggle them either back or they might feel good. You're going to see if you can shift the weight over towards that right hand side and extend the left leg. So can you extend the left leg, the left toes? Good. Now you might feel like you're going to topple over towards the right hand side. That's okay. See how that feels. So draw the shoulders down and feel strong here. You've got another option. You can lift that back leg. Just a little playfulness. It puts a little bit more pressure and workout into that shoulder girdle. You can, whoop, I fell over. I haven't done this one in a while. But that's exactly what it is. It won't hurt, I promise, if you fall. A little bit of a giggle if you want to extend. And the last bit here is you can take that hand that's extended, walk it in, maybe reach up, bend the knee and grab those toes. See what it's like. And again, don't worry, years of practicing. It's been a while. It's a bit of fun. We do get that little extra depth in the shoulder. If it's not for you, any layer of this is good. Good. Bring the knee down. Walk the hand in. Inhale, coming back up to your tabletop. Reach up. Deep breath in. And slowly exhale, bringing that hand down. Good. Knees nice and wide. Big toes to touch. Sink down. Just a little bit of fun and playfulness into that pose. And again, it's stretching, getting into that upper body. We're getting that beautiful twist. Activating our core plane with that bit of balance. Inhale and exhale. Good. Soften in the forehead, relaxing in the jaw. One more beautiful deep breath. Notice where that breath goes. Inhale and exhale. And if anybody else rolled over, you probably didn't, but at least you know that you're safe, you're not falling far, and it's just like a natural little roll and back you get. Good. Knees coming in. Awesome. So again, we can go back to where we were before. Inhale. This time it's the left hand reaches up. Nice little twist in the side body. We reach the hand through. So you can bring that elbow down, reach the hand up and extend the leg. We can reach all the way through, balancing on that shoulder. Good work. Maybe reaching out, working shoulders down and away. Option to stay here. This time we're shifting the weight towards the left knee and we're working to extend the right toes. Good. Maybe that's exactly where we stay. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. If you're in a little bit of a playful mood, we're going to bring the right hand in a little closer towards the chest or the face. We're going to keep that face pushing into that. Maybe lift that back leg. Good. So we're kind of balancing on the shoulders. Don't worry if you roll over. You also have the option to bend that back knee. Good. Now it might be there today. It might not. Let's see if it's there for me. Maybe reaching up, grabbing that toe. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, team. Reaching through. Good. Inhale. We're going to lift back up. Reach. One last little twist. That's our last little bit of the sequence. Just a little bit of a playfulness in the practice there. Inhale, coming back to our tabletop. Let's take the pressure off the knees. Big toes to touch. Adding a little bit more into those hips. Sinking down. Again, stacked fists or just lay the body down. Getting a little bit deeper here in our wide-legged child's pose. As we sink here, deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. Just seeing what's going on with the hips today. How do they feel? And just settling in, letting gravity do the work. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Softening in the jaw, relaxing in any area of the face you're holding tightness. And just surrender to the pose. Nice work. Inhale And slowly exhale, bring the hands on either side of that face. Inhale, lifting up and slowly bringing the body back to our tabletop position. Good. Inhale, we're going to extend the right leg, bend the knee, and we're going to slowly take the knee towards the nose, little arch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drawing it in. Two, our little crunch. And the third one, we're going to take our step forward. Inhale, bending in that front knee and taking a nice step forward. Again, if you need to kind of put any padding on the knees, you can also roll up a blanket. You've got those things at home. We're going to bring our foot nice and forward. Inhale when you're ready, lifting up. So you'll notice that my knee, as I bend my knee comes over the ankle. If the foot's too close, you're going to feel quite a stretch and a pressure in the calf. We don't want this sort of diagonal. We want the foot nice and extended and the hips facing forward. Nice work. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the hands on the hips. We're just going to sink down into that lovely lunge. Use your core, squeeze in the pelvis and come back up. Good. We're going to sink forward. Beautiful. And back to the center. And sinking forward. And back to center. Beautiful. And last one, sinking forward. And back to center. Good. From here, we're going to wiggle that front foot over. So it's going to come out, out, out. We're going to bring it almost as if you're in warrior two. So we want the foot to face forward. You're facing it towards me. And then you continue to take those arms wide. So we're thinking warrior kind of two vibes, right? So the arms extend. In here, we're going to bend into that knee. You don't want the tailbone to kick out. You want to tuck it under and sink, getting into that lovely hip, drawing in from your core. Good. If the back hand reaches the wall, you can bring it onto the hip. We're sinking. Drop the shoulders down. Draw in from your core. Good. For three, just sink it into that hip. Good. Remember, we don't want to lean forward. We want to tuck under, squeezing, knee trucking over. Two. Beautiful work. And one, coming all the way back to that center point. We're going to wiggle that knee back in, coming back onto that hip distance. Take the pressure off the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bring those palms down. Good. We're going to tuck into the back toes this time. We're going to lift up into a downward dog. We're not going to come all the way to downward dog, though, just the first bit of it. I want you to push into your hands. Notice I'm drawing in from my core, and I'm just holding here. Good. I want you to feel like you're arching the back this time in cat. So tuck the tailbone under and push into those palms, creating a bit more strength in that upper body, taking the pressure off the knees. That a really great bit of movement for strength and balance. Three, relax the neck. Two, and one, coming back down. Good. Inhale, untuck the toes, extend that left leg, bending in, and extend. Well done. And in, and extend. Beautiful. Third one, lovely little step forward. Good. You want to get into those hips. When you feel balanced, you've got that great alignment with the knee, hands on the hips, face forward. Inhale, sinking down and up. Good. And sinking down and up. Nice work, everyone. And sink in. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and last one. 1. Awesome. And then we're coming into that lovely movement where we're going to get into the hip. We're going to wiggle the foot out, 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 toes facing out, and the knees drawing out as far as we can. Beautiful. The arms coming long. We're going to look at your middle fingers. I'm going to face you for this one just so that you can see it a little bit better from the camera angle. Arms coming long. We're going to sink down and up. So to keep that lovely posture, we're going to draw in from the core, keep that rotation, just like we do with warrior two. We don't want the knee tucking over the big toe. We want it over that baby toe. We sink and we open in the hips. Good. It's warrior two on the knee. Good. 3. Getting into that hip joint. Nice workout, guys. I don't know if you got you feeling warm. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Coming all the way back, bring the hands onto the hips, swing the knee in. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up, little back bend, palms coming down, bringing yourself into that lovely cat pose. We're gonna hold here, tuck your back toes, and then what I want you to do is lift the knees. See how that feels. So keep the cat shape a little more this time. Last time we went into it from kind of a little bit more neutral back, and we took the cat as we were up there. Want to drop, push into the hands, relax, maybe draw the chin in. Feel that little bit of upper body work as we hold here. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to invite you to push into the hands, stick the tailbone out, find the downward dog. We're going to walk those heels. Now we've done a little bit of work here in those hamstrings. Just notice kind of the difference between maybe a hamstring stretch that you've done in terms of kind of downward dog. Sometimes downward dog, when we haven't done any stretching, feels really tight. My first downward dog of the day is usually like, oh, but after a bit of work, we did it early, you can still see those benefits sometimes as we take our first downward dog. 3, nice little swing in, 2, and 1. Inhale, looking forward, coming to the tops of the toes. Bend the knees, step or hop. You've got it. Fold forward, chin down. Inhale, halfway lift. Yogi's choice here. Fingertips forward or bringing the hands up. The body's drawing forward, elbows in. Inhale. And exhale, bend those knees. Scoop it up. Palms together, back bend. And exhale, tuck under in the pelvis. Draw the thumbs in, shoulders down. And just find a little bit of stillness. Notice the heart rate, the warmth of the body. Inhale, a little smile. And slowly exhaling out, drop the shoulders down. Strong in that core, good. And if you're standing, kind of looking out towards a window, or you're kind of looking at things in your home, I'm going to invite you just to deep breath in, feel that little bit of light coming through, and exhale, feel the warmth in the body and close those eyes, just connecting a little bit here with the body as it balances for you. Let the breath settle, softening in the forehead, the face, the jaw, and just enjoying Tadasana. I think mountain pose is so underrated. One of my favorite spaces to really rest, reflect, be mindful. Inhale and exhale. And really check in on where I'm at in body and mind throughout the practice. Great place to be. I'm just over halfway through. Good, we're gonna bring the palms together, rub those hands, feel that energy. Maybe bring the hands over the eyes and slowly bring yourself back into that space. Fabulous. A little bit of sweaty movement there and a little bit of playfulness as well. Cheers, everybody. Grab your drinks. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Amazing. All right. Take a little minute, get yourself together, and I'll meet you at the front of the mat for a little bit of our flow today. We're going to bring the feet hip distance. We're going to take our 2 little warm-ups that we usually do. That first part of our sun salutation, just a great way to stretch out the back, and then we're going to build into our lovely little salutations. All right, inhale, reach it up. Nice and long. Exhale, hinge at the hips. See what's going down. Glutes, hammies, still tight for me. Maybe the same for you. Bend down, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, your choice. So you can bring the hands up the body, elbows in. My hamstrings are still tight. They felt better in kind of my downward dog than had I not done the stretch at the beginning, but it's still really tight, especially based on some of the work that some of us might have done yesterday at Hadley Castle. Kind of draw that chest forward, bend the knees, scoop it up. Beautiful. Reach the palms together. Exhale, tuck under in the pelvis, thumbs in. Exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Reach forward, forward, forward. Chest drawing forward. Fold down over the toes. Good. If you want to take your hip halfway lift with fingertips forward, really want you to lean forward with the chest. Work to extend the legs, but don't lock the knee. Chest drawing forward, tailbone lifting. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knees. Scoop it up. Beautiful. Long arms. Maybe take a little back bend and tuck under. Strong in that Tadasana. We're really drawing in from the core, squeezing in our glutes. Good. Really tightening that lower body. Thumbs coming in. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Awesome. Inhale, reaching up. We're going to reach forward, hinge at the hips, fold down over those toes. Inhale, halfway lift, yogi's choice. We're gonna bend the knees, good, and we're gonna step or hop back to a high plank, or you can come onto the knees and take your plank and hold that there. Good, strong in that upper body. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody drop the knees no matter where you are. This time we're gonna draw that left knee in. Good, we're gonna draw the left hand slightly forward in the middle of the mat. We're gonna swing the left foot back, lift up in the right hand and turn towards the right hand side. Good. Beautiful. And we're opening into what we call kind of gate pose. Inhale, we're gonna reach that top hand up, lovely little kind of a rainbow shape. Inhale and exhale, beautiful. Holding here. Inhale and exhale, good. Now you've got the option to keep the hand here. You can bring it up or onto the hip if there's any sort of kind of pain there. The next option is that left hand. If the wrist feels okay, stay there. If not, come up to a fist. Inhale, option to lift that back leg. Good. And slowly tap the toe down. Inhale, option to lift or keep the foot on the mat. Good job, and down. Inhale, option to lift. And another option is to bend that knee, take the top hand back and grab the toe if you can. Thinking a little bit about that movement we did on the shoulder, and then maybe you push the toes into the hand and you can stretch that back body as you draw the chest forward and push the toes into the hand. Nice one. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extending, reaching up. Slowly bring the hand down and turn everything back, pivoting back into that nice tabletop position. Inhale, we tuck under into cat pose. Nice little hold. Tuck the back toes, lift up into your downward dog. Good. Now see what downward dog feels like. Maybe bend both knees and extend both heels. Or if the walking, swinging motion feels better, do that. You want to just hold it in stillness, draw in from your core and sink back into the hips, rotate the biceps away. You've got it. Inhale and exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in, looking forward between the thumbs, coming up to the tops of the toes, step or bend the knees and hop forward. Use your core to draw those feet forward, lifting up, draw the chin down. Inhale, halfway lift, your choice. Bend those knees and we scoop it all the way back up. Little back bend, lovely. And tuck it under. Nice start for a little bit of our flow today. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. I love it. Nice job, everyone. Let's keep her moving today. Let's get it. Stay nice and warm, nice and flowy, so we end up with that beautiful Shavasana. An awesome start to our Sunday. Reaching out, little smile if you like. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reaching forward. You've got this, feeling alive, feeling the body fold down over those toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, bend the knees, you bring the hands forward, step. Or if you feel like you want to play with it, you can hop back to a nice high plank. Good, maybe bring the knees down, or maybe focus on just really working into that high plank. Work the heel away, chest forward, in from the core, long, looking forward. 3, feeling strong. 2, and 1. Both knees coming down. Good. So this time it's the right hand coming a little bit more into the middle of the mat. The right knee slightly sliding forward, and we're going to just wiggle it back and open that body, peeling the left hand up and extending it up. And I'm going to continue to work this way. I know I have my back to you, but you can really see the pose here. We're going to tuck under in that pelvis. You can reach the hand up or onto the hip, or maybe reaching up and over. And as you do this, breathe in and breathe out. Good, but try not to stick your bottom out too much. You want to tuck under here, getting that lovely little bit of work in the back and the whole that side body. Good. Now again, if this feels too much, the stretch feels enough, bring the hand down to a comfortable position here or here. Next step again is if the wrist feels sore on the right hand side, come up onto a fist or stay there. We're going to just shimmy the hand a little further away and lift that back leg. Good. Option to hold and drop it down. Good. Breathing in and dropping it down. Nice deep breath in. Hold. And again, here's where the bend comes in. The top hand might reach back and you might grab the toes. You can stay right here. or you can push into the toes, draw the shoulder blades in towards each other, and maybe drop the head back, getting a little bit more of that back bend. You can really feel it isolate the lower back, loads of different parts of the body as well. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching up. Good, leg comes down. We pivot everything back to the front of the mat, coming to our tabletop position. Find a nice cat pose. Arch the back, tuck the back toes. Beautiful. Inhale, and then lift up to your downward dog. Good. Now wiggling again. Downward dog is that preference. If you don't like that feeling of staying still in it, don't. You can move in whatever way you want. You want it to play a little bit with a 3-legged dog, you've got the option. Inhale, we shift the weight towards the left leg. Right leg comes up, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to keep the knee bent and just draw some circles in and around into the hips. 3, 2, and 1. You can also come to the knees to do that one. If it feels too much from downward dog, come to the knees. You can do your circles, kicking up that other leg, bend the knee, maybe find some circles here if that feels good. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, everybody. Inhale, bring the feet hip distance, looking forward. Tops of the toes, step or hop forward. Beautiful. Fold down, lovely fourth fold. Halfway lift. Bend the knees and scoop it up nice and wide. Lovely back bend. Exhale, draw it in. Nice job, everybody. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Just holding here, feeling that heart rate, the warmth of the body. Beautiful practice. Beautiful work, whole body, getting into the side body, strengthening again into those little muscles in the legs. We took those lifts. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Good. If, like me, the heart rate's going, the body's a little bit warm, just slow down the exhalation and enjoy an opportunity in this lovely Tadasana. Notice the body rocking for you, its balance. Slow down the breath. Maybe even close the eyes. Maybe you can kind of see the light shining through the window, kind of through the eyelids. I just want you to enjoy that light, enjoy that warmth of the body, enjoy this heart rate, feeling alive, feeling strong. Awesome. Deep breath in. And out through the mouth. Fabulous work. From here, we're just going to slowly rub those hands together. If you've got those eyes closed, bring the palms over the eyes and then slowly bring yourself back into the space. Nice work, guys. A little shake out. Just a little reset and grab another little bit of water or a cup of tea. Just where it's so warm, so important that we keep the body hydrated. So we come into this last little bit of the class. I'm just going to invite you to keep the breath steady. We're going to play with a little bit of balance. So if you know balance is a bit wonky, do not stress. Grab the chair. Remember, it is okay if you wobble out and bring things back. You saw me completely roll over demonstrating the one, and honestly, that is okay. I think that's what it's about. So just deep breath in and slowly deep breath out. Oh, bless. Got my neighbor's little boy shoving his face up against the window. It's the cutest thing right now, honestly. All right, coming all the way back to that lovely position, feet hip distance. Good. Inhale. We're going to bend the knees a little bit. We're going to shift the weight over towards the right-hand side and bring that foot in. Good. We're going to lift the knee and open the knee wide and then shimmy the ankle away so that we don't have any sort of pain or strain on the ankle. Sticking your tailbone out, bring the palms together. Inhale, draw the chest forward. You're going to feel that stretch hopefully into the glute, sometimes elements of the hip. Good. This should feel really nice after some of the work we've done today, some of the work that we've done yesterday. Steady breath. And again, hold on to something if it feels wobbly. You can also lie down on your back and do this one as well. If you want, you can bring the hands forward. If the body allows you to fold forward, you can draw the chin in. You want to play with your balance as well. Maybe see if you can bring one hand or maybe two hands on the standing leg. You really feel like a flamingo here. Although all the pose is a little bit of guidance towards a pose called flying pigeon. Kind of tuck your elbows under and do like an arm balance. It's so great just to play with that. And when you're ready, take your time, slowly coming back up. Inhale and bring the foot down. Big circles with those knees. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, team. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Feet hip distance. Little bend in the knee. Good. Shift the weight over. You can bring the toes in. Good. You can lift up and open it wide, shimmying the ankle away. Again, you can lie on your back and make the exact same shape if you wanted, or hold on if the balance feels funky. If it's there, leaning forward with that chest, stick the tailbone out. Notice how it feels on that side. Again, hands on the hips, maybe palms together, thumbs in towards the sternum, chest drawing forward, tailbone lifting out. Feel that lovely little release. Again, just finding those spaces where we're holding the tightness and tension. Oh, how good does it feel? I can feel the warmth in my body. So nice to start the day moving. And although we're on Zoom, it just feels so nice to be together. So thank you so much for leaning into a lovely little practice this morning. Slowly fold the hands down if you want, and you can stay where you are. You can come out of it and rest. Or if you wanted just to play here, maybe grab the ankle. Again, steadying the breath. Inhale. And exhaling out. Good, deep breath in through the nose, coming all the way up and bringing that foot down, a little shake out. Awesome work, beautiful. Bring the feet hip distance, reach it up long. Good, and slowly reach forward, fold down, bring the hands down, and bring yourself onto the mat, onto the floor for our little cool down. What a stretch. Really enjoyed that with you guys. We're going to bring the feet out a little wider in that little V shape. We're going to start by bringing the fingertips behind us. This one is not everyone's favorite. If you're particularly tight in those inner thighs, it's really important that we do this because it will start to loosen up lots of tightness in the back body as well. So if you're really tight, you can bring the feet either in a small V shape or a little bit wider. Adjust for yourself and wiggle those sit bones, okay? So this one's going to be super unique to each of us. And as you kind of take that position, that lovely V shape, fingertips behind you. Good. Now you might feel like, oh, Megan, that's enough. So you're going to notice this. I know it's different. Honestly, even yoga teachers that I trained with, this is a pose where some of us, it's just a lot. You can push into the fingertips, maybe draw that chest forward, and that helps you just lean forward a tiny bit to sink into that stretch, finding that little edge and that release. If you are a little bit more open, you're welcome to either stay here or you can bring the fingertips forward. Maybe though, as you do so, remind yourself that I'm drawing your chest forward first. It's a little bit of a different movement. It's this chest forward, and then maybe down. Notice what it feels like today to get a little bit into those inner thighs. Maybe you can stack the fists and draw the forehead down, or stay here with the hands behind you. Just want you to breathe through. Find that release. Inhaling and exhaling out. Again, one of these spaces that for some of us, if we've not practiced moving or stretching in this area for a long time, it's going to feel a little bit tighter. Remembering to let go of any sort of worry or ego or concern. It's just about breathing and feeling out what it feels like in your body. So all expressions of the poses are right. It's not about what it looks like. It genuinely is about how it feels in your body. I think it's about listening. Where does it give you release? Where do you feel the tightness? And like I said, I often kind of say love letter to the body. I feel like every single breath, every little stretch is time with you. You're checking in. What is this like? What's this part of my body feel like today? You know, where can I loosen up here? Where can I breathe? Where is there a little bit of strain or pain that I didn't realize before? And I think that yoga gives us the opportunity to really be mindful of the body, mindful of the breath, mindful of even the heart and the soul. I think it's a really great space, even if it's just once a week or twice a week, to just stop and take care of you. Inhale wherever you are, hands behind you or in front, just take that little pressure away. Awesome job. We're slowly going to guide both feet in so that you're sat in an upright position. That could be side, forward, however you feel best. Just see if you can draw that chest forward, shoulders down, and feel that length, crown of the head. Doesn't matter where the legs are, you can sit on a chair even if it's quite tight. Just take a deep breath in and exhale through the mouth with me. Go. And one more time in and exhale out. Fabulous. I'm gonna come a little bit closer to you. And we're gonna get into a little bit of our release in the face. So I want us to take our pointer finger and our middle finger together. We're gonna come in between the eyebrows and we're just gonna push up and up and up. And just know this is something you can do if you ever have a little headache or you just feel like you need a little release, or stress is kind of creeping up. And then from here, I want you to trace up and around the eyebrows. And then as you get to the temple, have a couple little circles here. Good. And then up and around those eyebrows, deep breath in and out into the temples. Don't be afraid to give it a little kind of extra push if you like that little bit of kind of extra release. Next, one more time, coming up, around, and a few extra circles. And then I'm going to ask you in the temples to push up into the hairline and down, and up into the hairline and down. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Should feel like a nice little release. I also like to take kind of the backs of my fingers and just slowly just take the hands up and to the hairline. Maybe give it a little kind of circle here, and then up a little bit higher and a few little circles here. Maybe up the top and a few circles here. Just have a little play with it. You're going to know whether you want to go back. Just kind of getting into the scalp, massaging into those spaces. Again, don't be afraid just to give it a little push. You can use the fingertips, or if your nails aren't too long, you can use kind of the backs of the fingernails. Sometimes feel good in the hairline. Just feel it out, whatever feels best to you. And when you're ready, just coming back to that lovely kind of relaxed upright position. Deep breath in with me and deep breath out. And my last little release, we're going to kind of pointer finger and middle finger together, top of the nose. We're going to just make little circles to the top of the nose. And you can come down and just trace around that lovely cheekbone. You can also make circles down the nose a little bit, even circles down in the nostrils. Really great for that lovely little release of tension, especially if you've got hay fever, and around. Good, just have a little play. And lastly, coming all the way up, just a little circle. Now the circles, I think, in the where you have the kind of where the jaw begins, I don't think it does too much. It just reminds you to release. So I want you to wiggle that jaw, open it up, and just draw the hands down the jawline, the fingers there. Good. A little reminder to release. Softening in the hands. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Final movement. Move the jaw. No one's at your house. No one's looking. So give it a little movement. Go side to side. Maybe open and close that mouth. Good. Side to side. Stretching in those areas we clench so much. And again, that clenching in the jaw, it is insane how much it links to our shoulders. And we do that when we think, we cook, we clean, we make bigger decisions, we worry. And that jaw is super important. That subtle little softness, maybe try it throughout your week. Just deep breath in and relax the jaw. It will work wonders. Beautiful team. And from here, I'm going to invite you to find your favorite position for Shavasana, especially when you're in your house. If you're hot, just lay back in a nice cozy spot. If you wanted to grab a blanket, an eye pillow, sometimes you just cover up the eyes with a blanket. Whatever you've got to hand, grab a last little drink and lay yourself back to kind of finish today's practice. Deep breath in and slowly deep breath out. Amazing. And I invite you just to allow all that movement. Well done. It was a really flowy class. I want you to lay back and just check in now. Is there any areas of the body that might feel a little softer? As you let the breath slowly come back to its natural rhythm, are you able just to Allow yourself to sink into that beautiful space of quiet, of peace, calm. Allow the mat to catch you. Dropping in. Eyelids heavy, relaxing. Forehead. Creases alongside the eyes. Separating and releasing in the jaw once more. Shoulders. Relaxing. The arms. The hands. Letting go in each finger. Thumb, pointer, middle finger, ring finger, and your pinky. Let the hands release. Allow the breath to help you soften in the chest and the belly, drifting into a beautiful sleep-like state, releasing in the hips and softening from the knees to the ankles, all the way down to the toes. Tracing big toe to baby toe on each foot, feeling a deep sense of relaxation sinking in. As you rest and reset, allow the movement, our asana today, our breath, our pranayama, and our intentions settle in to help us feel reset in mind, body, and soul. You may be coming back to any sort of wish you had. I've got a little wish for you in my beautiful poem today. It's called May. May your days be filled with laughter. May your chores complete themselves. May your mind have time to wander to a sandy beach of shells. May your morning stretch be graceful. May your lunch be full of taste. May your inspiration find you. May no moment go to waste. May your lonely days be lacking, and may your friendships linger strong. May your thoughts be full of wonder. May your worries be all gone. May your money flow like water. May your problems float away. May your needs be met, and more so. May you wake to sunny days. May you find the strength inside you. May you learn to look within. May you see yourself more kindly. May that journey now begin. I wish you all those beautiful things and more. I invite you to stay as long as you want in your Shavasana, in the silence, soaking up the magic of your practice, logging off whenever you want, and have a wonderful Sunday and an incredible week ahead. Peace and love, and namaste.